Hello everybody, it's me, Daryun. Welcome in. Today we're going to be playing some more Hardspace Shipbreaker. We're going to continue our open shift left off, career mode. Hope everybody out there is having a good day. I'm doing okay. Been better, been worse. Just gotta keep on keeping on, so. I hope all you guys out there are doing well. Okay, we are in Act 3.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9346-52. LYNX would like to share the following inspirational message. Make the most of your shift by fanning the tiny sparks of effort into flames of profitability.
Into flames of profitability, because that's what we care about here at the corporation. Profitability. We don't have any LYNX tokens, so we can skip that. Let's jump into a ship, I suppose. And our choices are still in the rank 10s. We got a couple of rank 7s here if we want something easy. 9 million there. 35 million. Hazard level 7. I can take that one. I'm taking a lot of smaller ships. Wait. It's Unknown Gecko. Easy hard. So if the difference is only like 3 million, I have to just do level 7. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Let's see, 60. Tokens. Oh wow, you get a lot more tokens for the more dangerous ships. Okay. So that might be worth it there, just to earn us some more tokens. We still get a repair kit either way. We get 2 repair kits here. More of a beginner ship. Plasma reactor, power cell, thruster. And this one is same thing. Hazard 9. Ice, electrical, and that one is crushing. See, this is the same. Must have the interior must be a little different. Make this one easier. But let's take the harder one. Just to a little more tough on ourselves. So this is a cargo transport. I have like a cargo hatch on the top, and I'm sure the configurations and make it harder for us to depressurize everything. So let's try it and see what happens. Let's see if we got any more messages. What everybody else is up to on our cruise here. What's Hal gonna do to us? Who knows? One way to find new is to do it. Alright, I guess we're not getting any talk at all today, huh? Alright. Let's see everything. Looks like the airlock is on the left side there. Cells. Radiation filters on both sides. Purple, pink stuff. Terminals and the coolant tanks, of course. Side here. What we got?
Airlock depressurizing.
The reactor is somewhere around here. Display's acting up a bit.
Airlock pressurizing.
These fuel things again. This is similar to the last one we had, huh? Food pack. supply crate. Get some more. Oh, it's not even connected. Okay, okay, calm down, calm down. Another crate here, soft, hard crate, I guess in that case. This way is it any better? Not really. My goodness, the reactor's crazy. The ship. Got the fuel tank and the thrusters here. The thruster panel. Let's turn that off. Hope we don't get in a. Okay. Safe there. Got that works here. Let's see how about data drive. Let's go grab that. Nice. Grab this too. Let's see, this is broken. Let's grab there's another bottle. Let's try grabbing that out. So we've this is not actually a thing, but it's something that'll damage me. So the shell. Don't have any good way to prevent the shell from here unless we did like the cockpit. So let's get rid of these bottles here first. Just the air or oxygen to our best advantage.
Airlock depressurizing.
These all go to. Oh, I didn't. Change one thing. Audio's not coming through the right spot. Should. No, I guess it is. It's weird. Okay. What's going on? It's going through the right audio channels. It's like models or something. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Alright, just blast these really quick. Furnace. We'll do the same with the crates, because, well, actually we don't need to. We can turn off the oxygen.
Airlock pressurizing.
Okay, so we turn off the air here. We can vent out the bottom, I think. That.
Air pressure level decreasing.
We just need to be careful with our cutting tool. Make sure we don't get any sparks on the fuel tanks, because that's bad. But now there's no pressure in here. We can just cut the floor panels off and then vent the cockpit a little easier that way. But what I really want to do is get these fuel tanks out of here. Okay. Yeah, let's go through the airlock and pull it from the bottom. If you have to.
Airlock depressurizing.
Safe. Try and be safe. can. Alright, so this is the one here. Just gonna pull down. Careful, careful, careful. These tanks are very volatile. They'll go down to the barge, of course.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Alright, last one here. This thing at least. Round, please. Down to barge. Okay. This part here should all just be processors, so let's put it on in there. Let's continue grabbing all these canisters here. Well, we've got them. Be very careful. Okay, cleared it there. Boost. Next.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Okay, down. If you let it drift, if it hits the sides, it won't damage it. It should just bounce. But if we're pulling it, it adds extra force to it. So that's why I'm kind of just letting it glide like that.
Credits awarded.
As much as I can. Go. Okay, that'll go in there. Is that the last one? Anything else? Ooh, these should all go too. Hydroponics are crazy expensive, so we want to definitely send those to the barge while we can.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Go. Nothing left. Let's grab the crate out of the way.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Down there, hard crate.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Alright, very carefully put it on in there.
Salvage secured.
Tons of crates. These are radioactive. We're going to handle that from the outside, though, I think. Let's see. Oh, the cockpit stayed open? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. That's great. Now all we got to do is worry about the back. Or the, outsides. Oh, no, everything? Oh my gosh, that is too good. Okay, okay. Cool. That worked out way better than I thought it would. Okay, awesome. Alright, so we can do this a little easier at our leisure now. No rush. Pressure on the pressure area. Side off here. Just make it easier if you want to use the airlock. So this, the grid or the framework, as well as the panels, all go into the processor. So send them all in there.
Valuable object accepted for
Front
processing.
panel needs to be cut as well. That so it all in one. So earlier on, you may have to take the panels off because your grapple beam isn't as strong as it can be later. We're at now, so we can actually send the whole thing in. But if you need to, you can pull the panels off and do it one at a time. So there's an option, but in this case we don't want to because it's just more work. Send the whole thing in at once. So that. It's done. Let's go back. So I'm going to grab the thruster. Alright, we need to take the thruster cap off. So that'll let us get to the thruster. So the cap goes to the processor, the thruster goes to the barge. And this is an expensive item, so we just want to get it out early.
Object accepted for processing.
Nope.
Credits deposited.
Really? It's rude. Pull it out a little more and just guide it on down. Little antenna we can yank off. Set that down the barge too. Quick 58 grand. Okay. Any other antennas? Yep. Right there. Let's grab that one too. Send it to the barge while we're at it. Check underneath the ship. Sometimes there's antennas or random things here. I don't see any.
Account credited.
Let's take off this other side piece here, and then we'll get the back. Give us access to the inner shell. These two while we're here. Here, lets us fit, squeeze through, and cut this one too. Alright, I'm just going to grab the pieces off the other side. Just in
Valuable object
as well.
Credits awarded.
And then make sure you grab it by the frame. Once it pulls it off, there's a frame piece there that holds them all together. Throw it on in, light in some momentum. Okay, now we need to go inside. Actually, yeah, let's do that first. It just thinks that all the thruster fuel cans are broken. Because it costs money if you refill our thrusters. Let's. Sometimes it's nice to get those there. Okay, these fuel tanks might be an issue. Let's switch our priority here to cutting out the floor panels and getting those fuel tanks out first. I don't want these sparks to hit it. This whole panel should be all nanocarbon. So this processor. Also, soft crates are pretty easy to do.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Grab a couple of them while we're here. Lights, probably
Salvage
two.
deposit secured. Credits
Well, we
awarded.
got the angle, might as well.
Salvage
Lights,
deposited.
let's go down to the barge
Applying credit to
also.
account.
ship. Lots of crates. Lots of crates.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
We're gonna have to be careful cutting bottom too. I don't think there's shut-off valves for these. Some of them do. I think once we unplug the fuel tanks itself, kind of was that. We do not want to cut this until we've removed the fuel tank function. That's bad news. Cutting tool, please. I want to kind of angle the sparks down. That. Make sure we don't get the pipes at all. Let's go to down. Away from the fuel tanks. Thank you. That. This goes to the barge. Most of the other stuff should be all nanocarbon.
Salvage registered.
First goal of
Transferring
5. So good. Stacked in there. We'll push. Now.
Processor deposit accepted.
Better access to the fuel
Credits
tanks.
awarded.
So yeah, you see how the fuel no longer in the pipes. We'll do that. We're safe.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Be able to pull in towards me and then around and down. Okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So what we need to do is cut these 4 parts here, not these. They just separate this piece here, but this is all one big processor, so we don't need to cut those. This here. And this one. Let's separate the whole back side there. Well, I've got it here. Let's cut the pipes off. All we have to do for that is these 2 spots here on each one of them. Attach the pipe system to the wall. We can send the whole thing into the processor at that point. Okay, so this whole back should be not attached anymore. Okay. This panel goes to the processor too, so it's a big processor item. Let's see, it's just a little bulky to get around. I think. Usually do. Just about. That way. Should bounce off of the cells. Guide it around the little ledge there. There we go. Okay. There's a big fat chunk of change.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
These out too, I guess. See, there's more fuel cans there. Hazards. This guy's a level 9. Grab the other one from the inside here too.
Deposit accepted for processing.
go. Alright. These are a little tricky to do. Let's grab this part, box out of here first.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
These have shut-off valves. So the shut-off valves I was talking about earlier. That's this guy right here. Or flush switch, I guess it's called. This will flush the pipe network. That's what makes this tank not so dangerous anymore. Let's do the both, because each side's got one. Here's our reactor. Most expensive items on the ship. Not the most. Single item, at least. Okay. That'll flush those pipes. You can see they're not glowing anymore. I think the tank is not connected either at this point. But to get it out, we need to cut off this part here, I think. Which, if we didn't hit those shut-off valves, it would start a fire. But now, it should be... Just make sure you don't cut too much. Grab all the pieces out. Just in there, take this one out as well.
Object accepted for processing.
This one out gives us access to that fuel tank. So, not attached to anything. Just gonna ease it in here. Pull. These ones are a lot heavier than the other ones that were inside. I think because this one's full. Free, just to give it a boost. Okay, we're gonna do the same on the other side.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay. Grab these, not charge. That in. Snag this guy.
Valuable object processed.
Same. Just on in. We got the fuel tank.
Warning. Oxygen reserves
Okay,
are
oxygen
low.
reserves low. Let's go grab some oxygen. Grab a refill here. Kiosk. In my neighborhood, let's charge you outrageous prices for oxygen kiosk. Right there. $10,000 later, credits later, we got a full thing of oxygen. Isn't that nice? Come back towards the front. Let's cut these nanocarbon strut things here off while we're in this area. These components here, 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, I think. Okay. Set it in from there. Set the other one.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Set it off and then boost it. Okay. Almost to taking out the nacelles here. It's one of our goals. Getting these area. Let's get the fuel tank out. Let's grab that ship. Okay, let's see if we can do it up against the wall there. So it doesn't catch on that lip. And up. Towards me. Pull. Down. Down, down. Go. To the ship and boost. That gives us nice easy access to there. Unless hazard.
Salvage
Focus on this
secured.
side. It's got the
Account
reactor.
credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay, let's do some cutting here. These points. To about where the airlock is. That's going to have to be. Alright, we're going to have to cut pipes as well. So let's. Do belong to the processors, so we can probably have to cut that one. Cut these. This is free from the cell. I don't think I want to do it that way. Let's do it on this side. That should take the sparks out. Back that way. And then for our pipe. Let's do this one here. I think this section here should be unattached. Let's get the nacelle first. Nacelle goes to the barge. This panel.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Pipe.
Applying credit.
Is all processor. Okay. So boost it from this side. It should flip around. We can see it again. As long as we took off the light, we are in good shape.
Processing object.
Okay.
Applying credit to account.
Cutting. Let's see. So we've got that side with. Oh, that's the radiation. Okay. Let's put that too. It's fine to get rid of. Take a look at our pipes here. Okay with that. Let's cut this part here. Okay, good. Let's go out and around. And same thing like before. Let's give it a boost sideways. Side pipe out of there so it doesn't catch. And then chuck it in. Alright, and at this point, our reactor now has a free and clear path down to the barge. So let's risk it for the biscuit.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Down you go. It's a barge that prevents the meltdowns. So we are clear. Nice.
Credit applied.
Okay. Get in here. Okay. No. Bottom? Yeah. Not really. Okay. In that case, let's just cut this piece then, I guess. Okay. This pipe is not attached to anything anymore. Let's tuck it. The whole thing, because this should be unattached as well. Mix that around there. As long as we took the light off, if there was one, we're safe. You go right on it.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
So this panel here goes to the processor. And the radiation filter itself is very volatile. So you can see all the radiation symbol on there. In order to take it out, we need to burn away this outer layer here, just keeping it locked in place without hitting the filter. So just burn it up like that. Cool. Now we can grab one, send it to the barge. Yeah. Now we can take this panel off too, I guess, pulling it this way.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
So the processor just like the inner or the outer one. Okay.
Object accepted for
We can
processing.
do the airlock next, I
Credits
guess.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Down here. This atmosphere regulator, that's a big money,
Salvage registered.
big ticket
Transferring credit.
item. At it, let's do the lights, might as well. Maybe do later sometimes. Let's grab one up close. There's a whole bunch of them here. Let's grab them all when we get the chance. I'm thinking about it. There's still even more back here. These lights later. I'm not going to do this radiation filter until I get the outer side done. That's usually how I prefer to do it. So I'm sticking to that. Let's grab some of these crates. Throw them in too while we're at it.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
That light that's here. Large item. So 3,400 bucks. Okay.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Let's do some of the ceiling panels. Let's get this here. So they're all separated here, at this point at least. So I'm going to the processor. Lights off.
Processing valuable deposit.
Anything else to worry about?
Credits transferred.
Just throw them in. Go. Section done. These panels can come off. I found this the last ship I did. They're all just furnace padding items.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
And this is just furnace item. Alright, so I'm going to leave those padding alone. Last ship I had, I think this panel didn't go to the furnace. So this one it does. I'm going to stop doing that. It's a waste of time. Also got some more crates. Should probably take the bottom panel off this section. So let's do that.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
Processor, right. Toss that in. Let's get these crates out of here.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage
And we're gonna
secured.
want to cut the front
Applying
section off
credit.
like we did the back. Soon-ish. Some more crates and I get the ceiling panel out. Because first objective.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
More crates, lights.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
There's a couple other lights right here. Let's grab those. it out. We're just going to cut this off to launch the power junction box. So now our front whole section unattached. As well as the ceiling panel. This is like scrap. Okay. Sometimes those are items. Sometimes they're not. Okay,
Valuable object processed.
not
Credits
so
deposited.
much. Take this junction box off here. Mind it, it's electrical. It's got some danger to it. In there. Let's look at our front
Salvage
section.
deposit accepted. Credits
3.
transferred.
So these we need to cut the side panels off, but it's got these tanks in there. Coolant tanks, which are kind of dangerous. Let's take the light first. Tanks. There's 2 on one side and 1 on the other.
Salvage deposit
So if you try to
secured.
cut this,
Credits
it
awarded.
generally ends up rupturing the tank. So I've been taking the coolant tanks out first. Since that. And alright, this is the side with 1 on there.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Let's do some cutting here. That's the reason why I want to separate this, because I don't want to cut so close to these tanks. So I separate it first. And then cut these. At least the section that's closest to them. So do that, and then there's here. On top as well, we can cut through. Around. Let's see. Right angle. There we go. Okay. So that separates this panel. And it also separates the airlock as well. Let's see. It's this way. Oh, that piece is that's for our Beulah, which we don't own anymore because the corporation says, hey, anything you make, we own, including you. It's very, very hostile. So we got to work with here for now. Alright, you go down to the barge. There's a panel in there, but the panel goes to the barge as well. So,
Transferring credits.
good. Okay. So that's that side done. We'll do the other side now as well. Take out the lights. Back.
Salvage secured. Credits
I'm
deposited.
gonna leave these on. This is furnace. These are gonna have to come off. Just not easy to do. That after we get the side panels, it's easier access to it. Do need to cut the cell off. We didn't do that yet either. Here, if we pull these lights.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
That lights. These 4. cutting. Okay, let's cut these 3. And we're going to cut these while we're here. Go. Last. Go. Okay. Try something I haven't done before. It's the barge. Okay. I think this is all
Salvage accepted.
one
Credits
big
applied.
piece. I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, I missed some. Don't think so. So this whole thing should be. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. One big metal here. What you can do is use a tether. Should be up. Try and just tether this whole section in there all at one time instead of cutting all the cables apart. Little assistance. I think I doubled the timer on these. I'm not sure. Let it go. It's a little more time, and then we'll take this off here. Goes in there as well.
Valuable object
And
processed.
panel.
Credits awarded.
Cutting. We're gonna do the same thing we did on the other side.
Oxygen reserves
Oh,
are low.
or not. Get some
Reminder,
oxygen first.
asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage goals.
We're gonna get some fuel while we're here too.
Warning. Fuel levels are critical.
Processing
Alright,
valuable.
thruster fuel and oxygen.
Credits transferred.
26,000 credits. Gone. Alright, that panel got stuck, but I think it's gonna make it through. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Money rolling in there. Okay. We need to get this out and then cut these off. Let's do this again. Alright. That out. Send it on down. There we go. Okay. Panel comes out as well.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Alright, it's gonna get stuck, so we'll thread it through on the other side, I guess. Okay, now for this, it's peanut
Deposit
butter.
accepted for processing.
There's an alternate cutting method we can use. So we need to cut this panel apart, basically, to do it. So kind of try and cut the spar on this side. And we'll do the same on this one. Okay, hopefully that's good. Top. Just cut the whole thing. Bottom, let's do the same thing, might as well. Let's cut these off here too, because those are furnace items. We can make a little bit of cash on it. Not a lot, but a little bit. I don't necessarily want to, but
Material deposited.
these you're gonna waste some money on some of these things. Just can't help it. So we're gonna have to cut to this side too here, I think. So let's see if we can save some of this structure piece here. Right about there. We'll do the same thing here. Line up the best we can. Okay. So these pieces. Okay. Nice. Look at that. That's pretty good, I think. Alright, so this needs to go to the processor. It's not light, though. It's very heavy. It's just, I think. Around here, maybe. Okay, there's one. It's actually really good. I think that's the best I've done on these so far. So let's do the same for this one. Just burn up. Just top and bottom. Just burn up. Just close out on them. You know, can't cut it, so it saves part of it, like you can on the sides. Here, like that.
Object accepted for processing.
Here, same thing. Okay. Cut these off here. About there. Okay. Do here in the middle. Hole is there. Tool. Hang on. Did forget. I did forget to cut these blocks off here. Let's get these blocks off. About $1,000 maybe we save. I forget what it was. The other ones, you guys probably got it. And you. $1,500.
Deposit accepted.
I think worth saving. All four of those together are almost our fuel cost there. One reload. Alright. So that should get us this thing. From there. Yep. So we can now boost this whole thing if it'll go to the furnace.
Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Alright, that's our fourth goal. We'll get sucked in there. Okay. Now we have better access to these tanks. Just a door, whatever. Doors are almost impossible to take out properly. Just bump it a little bit. Go around a little more. Okay, let's grab the next one. Last one.
Salvage registered.
Let's grab the light
Transferring
first.
credit.
I'm sorry. Get out of the way. There's less obstacles for this thing to bump off of. We don't want it to.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Some momentum there. It should give this momentum as well. Pop it out like that. Put the barge. That's our last.
Salvage
No, there's
deposit
power
confirmed.
junction boxes, but
Applying credit.
ship is pretty much done. That. Question is, can we do it before we need an oxygen refill? That's my goal. Light. I guess. One. Go.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Cutting tool. It's at the cockpit glass. Is it off center? It's enough. Alright, so this is a furnace piece. It's kind of pricey, not that pricey, but enough where we're gonna cut it off. Start 80 grand on it, I think. So you have to cut all 4 sides to separate it from this. Here. Like right there. And around here, kind of. Just cutting the whole thing. Oh, killer. Whoa. Please line this up right so it doesn't move on me. Be nice. It's not moving, I mean. Don't think that got it, maybe. Nope. Not quite. On the bottom, I think. Oh yeah, right there. You can see that. Okay. All right. So we ended up losing about 18 grand from it, but not bad.
Raw material deposited.
Put all these in the processor. I think it separates into about 4 pieces when you do it like that.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Get one in there too, please. Last one. Okay. Now we can pull all the crunchy good parts here of the cockpit out. So here's the barge. Upside down, so now it's up the barge instead of down.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits
Fifth goal.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Okay. There's a bunch of lights on the floor.
Account
These.
credit applied.
Chair. Go. Last light on the side here.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Go. The storage boxes. There's a couple. Power junction box is gonna be easy to. Let's not rock around,
Salvage
please.
deposited. Applying credit to account.
Like what you're thinking, but it's not good. me sticker.
Account credited. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
It's nice and electrical. Isn't that nice? Sparks can cause damage to your suit. Yeah.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
It's the most expensive item in there. A lot compared to the storage rates.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Actually, I guess it's not that much more. Go. Last one, I think.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
There's
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
our box here. We almost missed. Parcel.
Salvage
Okay.
secured.
This just goes to the
Applying
furnace. Push that in there, right? Okay. We can go back to the barge. We are all done. No, we don't need that. Head on to the hab. Nice job, well done today. We lost a little bit of door, a little bit of aluminum, which we burned up, but otherwise we got the whole thing. That's great. Check our review. Hit rank 22.
Level has been achieved.
Nice.
License level increased.
Got 224 LYNX tokens. Repair kit to repair our equipment, as it takes damage every time we use it. So, but we've got all the upgrades on those, so the damage we take is minimal. But it still needs repaired every once in a while. So, all right. Anything else today?
Good morning, Shipbreaker. This
Wake
is
up
your
call.
daily wake-up call.
So our fees down to 165,000, which puts around a little over 12 million into our debt. So almost under the 100 million mark. Next ship should hopefully do it. So that drops it by 1,000 each million we take out. So we're slowly dropping the interest rate down every day. Okay. Any messages from anybody? Yes, that is no. Okay. Check our equipment room here quick. Workstation. This is where we get stickers and upgrades. We got 2 new stickers we worked on. Anything that says upgrade me, take a look at. Otherwise, a lot of stuff I haven't done yet. 5. Died in the furnace a few times. Yep. Contract objectives. I guess I missed one of those. I think because I had to go back in during the mission, I failed that one. Oh well. Not seeing anything that says upgrade, so let's hold off on that. Equipment. So anything around 55% or below, I want to handle. So, or I want to use a repair kit on. So tokens, we're up. We got 253 total. We could get our heat cooldown a little higher. Let's wait on that for now. Utility grapple. We can increase the tether lifetime. We've got it up to 2 minutes. I think that's more than enough for right now. It's a later upgrade. If there's anything else we want. Brakes 2. That might be good. Let's grab that. I'm not very interested in upgrading my top speed right now. I'm fast enough. The more faster you go, the harder it is to control, so we're going to leave off on that. Scanner. Range is not bad. Let's get one upgrade for now. Pull off on that last one. Helmet. Oxygen recharge. Off on that, work suit. Come back to that. This guy. Disarming is 2 times easier. I'm not sure I'm going to use these that often. But these are some big costing upgrades. Let's get this. Explosion side reduced. That's probably better than more. Let's grab that one first. And then that's all my tokens. So we still got a lot of upgrades to do. Let's see, I got all the durability upgrades on it already. So and that's all my tokens.